What is good, everybody? DJ TMac here for another great hip-hop conversation in a new location. Yes. You know what I'm talking about? We're here with my man Face to Feet, producer, DJ, engineer, mix master, you know, that and a whole bunch more. And hey, he's on Conversations with TMac today. Face, what's good, homie?
Anything smooth. I ain't a DJ though.
Okay.
I know how to, but I'm not a DJ.
Okay, not a DJ, but
I leave that to the DJs. But I like to DJ. That was my first love.
Okay.
I ain't gonna hold you. I fell off, but I know how to play records.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Classic, you know, talking analog.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And we're going to get into all that. But, I mean, you said DJing was like your first love.
Yes. Besides dancing and graffiti and all that.
Ooh, okay. So, I mean, let's talk about your first music memory. Okay. Maybe that influenced you to get into music. And then we'll take it back to, you know, more elements if we will.
No doubt. Well, I would say, like, just listening to records. I come from a Christian background, so my pops used to play like Five Blind Boys, like different soul music that you didn't hear, like around, like, you know what I mean? And then people in churches playing different instruments. And I was like, yo, I think I could do something like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought that it was harder, but I was like, I gotta figure this thing out. I gotta look cool doing it too, because I'm a cool guy, like, you know what I mean? Like, I always wanted to figure out like some type of music, but I didn't know I wasn't a singer. I knew that. I was like, I gotta be behind the scenes. I gotta watch what's going on. I either gotta conduct the music or either make it. And I figured out, I'm like, yo, I gotta make it some kind of way. I gotta figure out how to play an instrument. My mom's played the piano, like, on the fly. Like, she'd look at the notes, bop, bop, bop. Even not looking at the notes, just bop, 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 bop. I'm like, I gotta be like that. But she never really played in church. Like, she was playing around the house and on like a piano at the crib. And she said that growing up in Costa Rica, basically like that was her hobby. Like that's what she learned. Like, you either picked up an instrument or you did chores around the house or you did something, but you had to pick up an instrument. You had to do something. So with that being said, my pops was always like really writing and speaking. That was his thing. I think he really wanted to be a pastor or a preacher, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But, you know, with that being said, my first memories of music was that, like seeing it being done in front of me and hearing like certain soul patterns and just different stuff. Mm-hmm. And then jumping outside of living in Roosevelt, Long Island, you know what I'm saying? Like, PE was ahead of his time at the time, and the homies down the block, that was their cousins, and the lady around the corner, that was like I think Flavor Flav was an uncle or nephew, but I always seen them.
We're talking about Public Enemy, by the way, for y'all who don't know.
Yes.
You know, we here in Denver, but it goes all the way back to Long Island.
Yes.
We got that connection, so we're going to talk about that too. But, hey, PE connections close by.
Yes. Seeing the 9-8 posse actually parking up by the crib and shining their cars and getting everything ready for the tour, whatever show they was doing in Manhattan or whatever, and hearing the music. And I'm like, yo, who's behind the music? Then I met Hank Shockley, I met his family, met like the underlings that was doing music. And I told him, I said, yo, watch, I want to do a beat for y'all one day. I'm going to do something. In the lights of what y'all doing, I want to do like that. And then go into like we had block parties too, but it was firehouse parties first, like, and then Centennial Park used to have their little park jams. And I see the DJs and everybody getting busy right in front of me. And I'm like, wow. This is the cool thing right now. Mm-hmm. Then I took it back to Mama Love and home team. They was like, if it's not upholding God, it's devil music. Mm. And that's when it was called rap music. That's when everybody was antagonizing it. Yo, you like that rap music? That's that devil music, da-da-da-da. But the hood was loving it. Like, that was the wave. That was picking up. But, you know, they said, oh, it's not gonna last. This is just a little phase, you know what I'm saying, like jazz or whatever. You're just gonna just phase out, whatever. I saw the big picture because I saw guys like that was like damn near nothing turn into like overnight, just rapping bars and putting words together. You know what I'm saying? It was a couple dudes in my hood that, you know what I mean, brought people to the hood. Rakim, Oh man, there was so much people like that was right in front of me that I could reach out and touch and just ask them questions because they was eating either hot dog, pause, you know what I'm saying, a glizzy, you know what I'm saying, or hamburgers or whatever. They was eating fish right next to me because they was having the park jams, and the DJs was the dudes in the hood, and they went on tour with P and other people, Eddie Murphy and them, you know what I'm saying. My sister went to school with them, you know what I'm saying, with him, you know what I'm saying. So like, they was right here. Like I seen that. I knew I had to be in some type of entertainment or like putting together some type of program, like some type of something to just, you know, being at the youth center and seeing the DJs teach us how to scratch and teach us how to break dance and teach us, yo, look. And at that time, the 5% Nation was like really, really thorough then. You know what I'm saying? If you wasn't about your attributes or you wasn't doing the right thing, they would scold you. Literally, verbally, like scold you. They wouldn't really physically scold you sometimes, but it wasn't more or less, it was more or less trying to teach you and trying to make you go in the right direction. But they only targeted kids that was trying to do the right thing. Kids that they know was like reckless. They was like, you know what? You know, that's what the world is, you know what I'm saying? But we see something in you, so you know what I mean? So with that being said, I got those teachings, and then I got Rastafari teachings from the Rastamans that was in the hood selling weed, because that was a good thing to do at the time. It wasn't commercially cool, but you had to go to a weed gate to get the weed, to go to the block party, to go to the firehouse, and go to the youth center. That's what we came up with, you know what I'm saying? But that being said, I seen the music, and I seen the DJ was the DJ and the person holding the mic, they were like the controllers of everything. They announced what was going on. They held up who was coming in the parties, whether you were a drug dealer or whether you was a working man. They didn't care. They just held you up. Your grandmother could have came through. Yo, what up, Grammy? Wow, yo, you fix that pot for me. And it was cool because you know why? They included you while you were walking by or while you was at the party. So hosting, I kind of learned from my friends and seeing my friends' pops do it. You know? And it was like, yo, look, you gonna run the bar and you gonna pick my crates up or something. So I came in like that, bro. Like, you know what I mean? That's the essence. Yeah. And as far as like music, just like the soul and the reggae, I just try to put that together because I was hearing that all around me. You know what I'm saying? That was the essence. And then you had the Latin music too that was coming through, you know what I'm saying, with the Puerto Ricans, you know what I'm saying, Salvadorians, Dominicans, I can't front on them. Like everybody that was at the time, it was a melting pot at the time. So like wherever you go, you always heard music. Inside the house, I heard music, and outside the house, it was so much music.
Growing up on Long Island mostly,
correct.
More of these memories are coming from?
Correct. I grew up in Roosevelt, and then I went to Five Towns College. I graduated from Five Towns College. I met mad people from different areas of the city. I have family all over through the city. I have family in Queens. I have family. If you live in New York, you got family everywhere, damn near. You know what I'm saying? I got family. Bulk of my family is in Brooklyn and the Bronx. So with that being said, I went to college, and my man was already living in Brooklyn. He was in Maryland, and he had a cousin that had a brownstone in Brooklyn. He was like, yo, look, man, you know what I'm saying? I know you getting of age. I know you want to be up, you know what I'm saying, your own man. What's up? I got a spot for you. I'm like, what? I'm out. I told my mom's, yo, mom, I'm about to move out. She like, you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Like, she like, but you know, like, you going to Brooklyn, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, mom, I got family right around the corner. Like, you bugging. Like, she like, all right. With that being said, I never moved back. From that point, she was like, yo, you really are good. Like, I ain't know how good you was. But during that time, I got the crazy fight from Mama Love first. Papa Duke support me because he actually put me through college. That was the essence of what coming from a two-parent household. I mean, a lot of cats, I was fortunate to have that, you know what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of cats looked at me and was like, yo, dog, we ain't gonna let you do no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You come from that family, that Huxtable family that we always wanted, you know what I'm saying? Not like y'all bougie or nothing. Y'all invited whoever who came to the crib. Y'all wasn't shitting on nobody. That's my word, you know what I'm saying? But they always wanted that from me, and they always saw like, yo, dog, nah, we gonna teach you everything so you can help us get out. You know what I'm saying? And I know you're gonna bring whoever else. I ain't even worried about that. Like, we just gonna invest that time in you. And with that being said, that's what got me perfect. You know what I'm saying? So boom, I went to Brooklyn. That's when everybody was like, phew, yo, Playboy. It's like a big Roosevelt when I moved to Bed-Stuy, 484 Quincy Street. As soon as I popped up on the steps, started playing my music, plus started playing my beats, letting them know, yo, this, and that, and the third. Plus, I had a job working at Daddy's house right after college, and Daddy's house was the biggest shit going on at the time. This was when I worked there during the Sean incident, you know what I'm saying? And I was in the studio with Sean and Diddy, and it was just me. And they was not talking to each other. How you like that? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm not gonna tell nobody nothing, but because of legal stuff, you know what I'm saying, they wasn't talking. But I worked there for like 4 years. With that being said, I worked there from Long Island, but I moved to Brooklyn like a year later after working in there. So it was dope. So now going to Daddy's house from Brooklyn, it was like a crazy transition. So I met the whole Junior Mafia like my first year. Then I told them where I lived at. They was like, son, you up the block from the red. Like, and Bristol was one of the homies that really took me in when I came to Brooklyn. And then it was Maroc, which was down with the hood fellas. I can't front on Maroc. I can't front on the whole hood fellas, man. Like, they took me in when I came to Brooklyn. So with that being said, everybody that wanted a feature, they had to come to my crib. You know what I'm saying? So I was the guy outside of working in studios throughout New York City. So my mom's just like, yo, like, you really wasn't. Like, I see your name. Like, people ask me from church, like, yo, I see your son doing mad joints. Like, what's good? Like, yeah, I am. Like, yeah, I'm good. So it made mommy proud. And that was, like, the whole thing, like, to make my parents proud. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because at the time, hip-hop wasn't it.
Nowhere near where it is
Yeah,
today.
it wasn't it. They was like, yeah, all right, get a job. UPS is hiring, real rap. FedEx hiring. So, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, I just sharpened my skills. Now, pow, let's speed up a little bit. Now, I got the Daddy's house joint working. So now Daddy's house, basically, he lost the deal with Sony. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know that. Transition, basically, he had to cut the workers. You know what I'm saying? But I was first on, but I made all my contacts, so I was cool. I learned what I was supposed to learn. I was in there asking questions. I wasn't being a groupie. The first day I met Puff, it was on. It was on. After that, it was on. Like, I ain't have he never yelled at me, none of that dumb shit that y'all see on TV, none of that crazy shit. Like, it was cool. I was with Half Pierre, like all of them. Like, everybody know me that was in the studio, and I was the assistant engineer. But a lot of times the engineer would either get drunk, high, or whatever, and I would take over the session because I know what I'm doing, and they would allow me to do it because they like, yo, you know what? You just gave me a tip, like, yo, rock out, son. Let me see, but I still get my points or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I got a check. That was the whole thing. I was working. I wasn't, yo, let me get this. Nah, I was working, my brother. I had a check. I ain't gonna hold you. So with that being said, they cut me. So I started working at, what's the name of the joint? Hold up, about to come to me. It was around the corner. Anyway, started working there. So everybody in their moms came through there. It was I worked at Rocket Rehearsal, and then I worked at Unique. Yeah, that's what it was called, Unique Studios. And working at Unique, Guru came through there. Tony Toka came through. That was their regular spots. Raekwon, that was their regular spots when shit was going on. D-Dot, MOP. That's when I first met MOP. They was actually doing well. I was in the session with my man Rock, and Fame was doing an interview. Well, all of them was doing an interview with MTV or something like that. And I just happened to sit on the couch, and Fame was talking about, yo, man, yeah, I really get my inspiration from reggae. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, Super Cat, da-da-da. And just like, everything just like rung off, and I just sat in the back, and I'm like, word, son, Super Cat? Like, mind you, living in Long Island, Super Cat, that's where he lived at. And that's who helped me in the transition of me going to school. Is another story. Wu-Tang wanted to sign us because we had a group called Most High Generation. And Super Cat's manager and Super Cat saw the contract, and it was like, yo, the contract is, don't sign that contract. But that was this contract, standard contract at the time. It wasn't like the lawyer really gave them the contract. It was a standard contract at the time. So at the time, I had a relationship with Super Cat. So with that being said, I'm putting pieces together. So after his interview, I'm like, yo, Fame, you already know you my man. I'm like, Super Cat is my brother. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, word? Like, for real? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yo, I sample mad at his shit. You think he could clear it for me? I'm like, I don't know, but I'll give you the link. He's like, word? All right, boom. Got them on the phone. They was talking, whatever. Fast forward, my wedding, 2016, they was both at my wedding, you know what I'm saying, with Tech, you know what I'm saying, and a couple other people that I can't mention, but, you know what I'm saying, they was there. If you wasn't there, you wasn't there, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, like, that's the elements I come from, like, and then meeting Tech and Steel and Smith & Wesson at Lyricist Lounge before, like, Lyricist Lounge was like what I'm doing now with the Beats Bodega. Basically, it was for performers to get their joints off, and basically have a leverage of people looking at you. That at the time it was A&Rs and people looking for talent. So with that being said, it was like if you was on Lyricist Lounge, you was like something. Your name was ringing a bell. Then you had End of the Week, which was another one. It was called EOW. Sorry, End of the Week. You had a couple different joints, but Lyricist Lounge was like really making noise. But EOW was like the longest one standing, and they had mad different venues. Anyway, make a long story short, like if you wasn't on that, kind of wasn't nobody. I ain't gonna hold you. You was crawling. I ain't gonna hold you. Those was like SOBs, Planet 28.
I love SOBs. I've been there a bunch of times, and a lot of the independent artists that I speak with now are still going up through there. It's still like a proving ground almost. Right. You have to go through there to like.
Then you had CBGBs. Then you had little spots in the village. And let me tell y'all, son, it was never a sausage party. I'm telling you, it was females in there that if your name was on the bill, you want to be there, because females was coming out. Their homeboys was there. Drug dealer dudes was there. They was bringing females out. Females was actually out. So I'm trying to create that same vibe here, because I see when you go to the concerts here, the females love the artists too. So I want to be inclusive. Whatever you go with, I want you to come. I want it to be everybody there. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be a sausage fest. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Hip hop is we over that lump already. You know what I mean? Everybody, little kids, grandmas like it. So you know what I mean? And we trying to curate it like that. You know what I mean? As opposed to, no, you can't go, man. No. Nah, everybody's inclusive. From you like hip hop, from you like good music, that's what we trying to include, TMac. That's it.
Let's talk about it a little more. You just brought it up, Beats Bodega.
Yes.
I mean, that's my initial, initially where I saw you at, saw what you were doing, linked with you. Yes. And first I heard it, Beats Bodega. I'm like, who out here is calling something a bodega?
Right.
Hold up. Like, what's going on? Come to find out, he's from New York,
yes.
LI, so it all makes sense,
yes.
right? And I love the vibe that you said you're putting together, all inclusive.
Yes.
Anybody could come out. You could rock. Like, that's what it's here for.
If you're a vendor, you could sell your joints too. Like,
if you're a vendor, hey, hit him up. Yeah. What's the social media? Where can they find you at?
Face to Feet at IG. Face to Feet on IG and Face to Feet Music.
So
same person.
When did Beats Bodega first start?
I would say about, this is the 14th one coming up, so about 2-3 months ago. The idea spun off of Dusty Science. I must say that, because Carissa and Gil and 4-5, we were at River and we were talking, and we asked about Matt E, which is my man that was doing the Dusty Science. So she was like, man, I wonder if we could do that again. And I'm like, well, Matt E is actually going through something right now, but he gave me the the marathon joint to actually run with it. You know what I'm saying? It's the pole. So
The baton.
yeah, the baton basically. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, cool. So she was like, all right. So if you want to do that, you can have a Thursday. And I'm like, say no more. So I called them up and we chopped it up. And then I was waiting for the graphics, and it so happened I already had Beats Bodega from LI. Like I had that concept from a long time, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna let him rock because I don't want to take away from that. You know what I'm saying? I already had Beats Bodega from when I first dropped here, and I was like, yo, they had Beats Social, they had different joints, and I was like, yo, nah, Beats Bodega, where you could get anybody could perform, anybody could show love, anybody could, you know what I mean? It's a bodega. You don't know what you're gonna get.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got a variety.
Right.
In there.
You might come in there for a chopped cheese and leave with sandwich with a whole meal. Like, you know what I mean? Somewhere I don't know. Like
you
feel
never
me?
know.
You never know. You might see something on the shelf like, nah, I want that too. So with that being said, it's for vendors, it's for MCs, it's for everybody, T-Mac. Like that's how I saw it. I saw it as it was a need. First, it was a need for a weekly event because everybody says once a month or every couple months. Nah, if you're doing hip hop and if you're doing this religiously every day, this is in your DNA and this is what you practice and this is what you and get busy for, or you know what I'm saying? Or you, I'm providing that for them. Like that's what I want. Of course I could do the whole 4 hours by myself, but that would be boring, T-Mac. Super boring. I don't want to do that. Why? It's for everybody.
Spread the love.
Yeah, it's for everybody. Like where I came from, we all shine off for each one, teach one. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how we know everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm, it's my joint. Nah, that's corny. That ain't gonna rock. Nobody's gonna get, you're not getting nowhere. And then it's like you're a gatekeeper, and I'm not a gatekeeper. If anything, I'm a gate raiser. I'm gonna blow the
Gate opener.
Yeah, I'm gonna blow the motherfucking door off that motherfucker so everybody get in this motherfucker. You feel me? Straight.
Yeah, man. And so a couple months it's been going on, and it feels like it's been building, man. It really does feel that way. You know, a little more people every time.
Different people every time, too.
Different people every time. I'm running into people that I met in the Springs a year ago at different events.
Nice.
Like, it was dope. It's dope to see the connections, make connections there.
Yes.
You never know who you're going to be introduced there. So,
Correct.
hey, Beats Bodega every Thursday,
Every
River Bar and
Thursday.
Gallery,
Yes.
and Rhino.
Yes.
Check it out. We gonna be there, and you know it's mostly for He said it's for everybody. There's been a lot of producers up there, but hey, your boy Mac is gonna rock the tables for an instrumental set.
Yes.
Not necessarily my own beats. Maybe I'll slip in a joint or two.
Hey,
but you know,
who knows? You gotta come. You gotta come.
We're gonna rock. You know, some of the legends and let the MCs do their thing.
Yeah, basically that's what it is. Like it's a haven. It's actually a venue, so you can actually promote what you're doing at the time. Yeah, you might be in your garage, your basement, whatever. The guys might say, "Yo, this is hot. Try it out. This is where you want to work it out at." You know what I mean? And then we're really trying to take the show on the road. Like I really want to do a Beats Bodega album. Really want to like take you guys to see New York. I want to take you guys to see other things. Like you only can see it through my eyes, but I wanted to see it through your own eyes. Then that way, it's going to be a better experience for everybody. You know what I mean? Because I know a lot. But what's the sense of me knowing all this and if I'm not sharing it or if I'm not teaching what I know? I don't want to take this to my grave. Why?
Hey, it's the essence of hip hop, right?
Yeah, like I'm pass the baton, right? I'm not gonna always be around. I'll tell y'all that now. So with that being said, I want to give back. This is my give back to Denver, Colorado, and to Colorado. Period. If you're in Boulder, you in the Springs, you in Fort Collins, you in anywhere, like I want to give back to you. If you can't come, I want to come to you. So if you can find a venue out there, we're going to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely want you to come and celebrate with me. You know what I mean?
Come on out, yo. It's lit every Thursday. It's a lot of fun.
Every Thursday. It's just fun. You know what I mean? Now I think I'm going to change up the format a little bit because I see that people grasp to the instrumentals. And it's kind of karaoke style, but like I want to do an instrumental party, like for the next couple joints. like you said, you know what I'm saying, and then mix it up. And then now I want to have like a little Beats Bodega symphony. All the beat makers come together, sit at the round table. Somebody play the drums, somebody play the sample, somebody play the percussion, somebody play, you know what I mean, the bass line, you know what I mean? And it's all of us right there in front of you. And then somebody can rap.
Live art.
Right, live art, live sound art. That's what I really want to promote, because I saw the void and I seen the lack, and I'm like, yo, there's so much talent here. Let's promote what's here. You know what I mean? Yeah, I could say, yo, this person is blah, blah, blah. No, I don't want to do that. I want you guys to see what's here. This is me and you, like, together. Like, this is what we could show the world what's going on. And then I really want to take it on the road. That's it. I have a studio coming. That's going to be our next interview. You know what I'm saying? We might do a Beats Bodega in the studio live. You heard?
Damn. New studio on the way. Hey, man, a lot of things are happening out here. A lot of things bubbling. And I like what you just said, where you're trying to bring it and take it to these different goals and ideas about it. So I can't wait to see the evolution and see it get there, man. Let's go. If you guys want to be on a Beats Bodega, hit him up, you know?
Yeah, face to feet. If you see me in the street, holla at me. Like, I'm not hard to talk to. I need y'all. How you like this? I need y'all. So it's every Thursday event. Like, it's every Thursday. Like, you got 4 Thursdays in a month. If you can't make it one Thursday, you gotta make it. You tell the boss, yo, look, I'm sick. Sub me out this Thursday. Yeah, make arrangements. It's every Thursday. Like, I expect to see at least one of y'all that's watching this to come through. You know what I mean?
Every Thursday and some. You talk about moving around, bringing it places.
Yes.
You brought it up to a radio station a few weeks ago.
Correct.
That's
that
a whole
dope.
fun, different vibe, right?
Yes.
Bringing it to
DJ
different
Khan.
places on Saturday nights. You know, different vibes.
Yes. As needed, because like I see the void. We know we went through this little disaster with COVID and all that. So it was like people wanted new things to do. People wanted to see new talent. So people wanted to just get it out and do new things. This is the new thing. You know what I mean? And even if you don't rap, just support.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You like good music, bring your friend.
Everybody likes music, man.
Right.
Like, you're going to find some good music.
You're going to find drinks. You're going to find all that. Whatever. Just come spend 5 minutes. If you don't like it after 5 minutes, you don't like it. It's not for you. I get it. But definitely going to spend more than 5 minutes. I guarantee you that. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all there.
Yes.
Let's talk about when you initially came out to Denver. What's your initial connection to Colorado? How did you think about moving out here, man? How did we end up here right now?
Well, the missus, man, it was either Jamaica or Colorado for my birthday. So came in, 2014 first for my birthday. You know, I'm so used to going uptown and copping haze and sour. So the missus was like, yo, look, man. Look, I'm going to take you somewhere different. She don't even smoke, mind you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
so
okay.
I respect that. So we came out here the first time. I'm like, yo, look, between me and you, I can't enjoy this by myself. I went straight to and mailed it back to myself. Anyway, with that being said, right, I enjoyed it. Back home too. And I told people when I went, I'm like, yo, son, I think I might move to Colorado. My homeboys was like, what?
Colorado? What's in Colorado?
What? Son, you skiing, son? Son, stop playing with me, son. You skiing, son? Like, you really on some ski shit, son? I'm like, nah, son. Like, I really like the vibe. It's cool. Cool how, man? It's cold out there, bro. Like, like all type. So then I had to go again. So the second time I went for my birthday was this following year. I liked it so much, I'm like, yo, nah, this is dope. And then we at the hotel, the dude was wiring up a transformer. You know, I'm an electrician by trade, mind you. You know what I'm saying? I learned that in Nashville. We're going to speak on that on the next interview. Anyway, look.
Okay.
So anyway, look, so the dude was wiring the transformer wrong. I'm blowing it down. And he looking at me like, who the fuck this dude know? I'm like, what do you mean what I know? I'm like, yo, you crossing the wire, it's not gonna work. So he went inside, I guess try to fire it up or whatever, it didn't start. He came outside, I told him, I see your phase is wrong, bro. Like, one of your whoever mislabeled the wire, one of them phases is wrong. Test your phases. So he tests the phases. He's like, oh, yo, you right, bro. Put it back together, fired it up. Him and the manager came back outside. He was like, yo, what up? You want a job? I'm blowing it down. I'm like, word? I'm like, I'm actually on a job in New York. I'm on vacation, you know. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I don't care. Welcome to Colorado. He's like, yo, you come here, I got you. And the guy was like, yo, man, you can really work here, man. I'm telling you, you know your stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I know. So, you know, on the plane, I'm talking to the missus. I'm like, yo, that's dope. So I got offered a job while blowing it down. Like, that's crazy.
That's rare.
You know what I mean? Really rare. Then I went on, you know, Indeed and Craigslist to see what's going on out here. Crazy need for electricians. So I was like, oh, word?
A lot of building, a lot of new shit happening out here.
New joints happening.
They need all them kinds of workers.
Yeah, they need skilled workers. You know what I'm saying? So I saw that, and I'm like, all right, boom. I was actually on a prevailing wage job for the state of New York. So if anybody know about that, I was getting chicken. So I said, you know what? I'm taking this chicken, and I'm coming to Colorado with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make my ducks count. You know what I'm saying? So. You see where we at, where we interviewing at. Sheesh.
We got a lot of space over here. We got high ceilings. We both tall dudes, and it's very comfortable walking through this area right now.
Yes, man. Yes.
Very nice, very clean, man.
Know. And we right across from the ball field.
Hey, the game's happening right now. You know? We could have the game on one of the multiple TVs in here right now, you know, but maybe after, you know.
After, you know that. You know what I'm saying? But you here with us, you know what I'm saying? Beats Bodega, TMac, you know the vibes.
Beats Bodega, conversations with TMac. Yes. Man, it's going down. It's going down in a few weeks. And actually, something I want to do is bring my setup to a Beats Bodega and do a little car wash interview, and one after the other. Let me talk to everybody, because there's only a certain amount of time in the day, a lot of dope people out there, and you know, we gotta expose them a little bit. I don't have time to give everybody a 2-hour conversation right now, but hey, let's all meet up at a Beats Bodega and have some conversations.
I'm with it.
Shorts,
real short, 60 seconds or less, you heard?
Let's go, get it
off.
Know
what I'm saying? Get it off, right. If you had a good week, you had a bad week, whatever, talk about it, you know what I'm saying?
Let us know.
Yeah, that's what we talking about. We trying to give back. That's all we trying to do. We're not native, as people say, but we're trying to give back the essence of what native New Yorkers would do if they saw a situation that needed our help. This is what we're doing.
You've seen the nice side of all the New Yorkers once they come out here to Colorado. Let me tell you that. Walking in the dispo is one mind-blowing thing, but also, you know, just people saying hi and like being polite and asking, oh, how are you?
How are you today?
Like, it's different,
really,
man.
like literally really asking you, not like, how are you today, to try to get around you, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, how you doing?
Right.
How you doing?
Right.
Yeah, how you doing?
Right.
Man, but Colorado, hey, I had some similar experiences, man. You know, came out here with the lady for the first time on vacation. She bought me tickets to a Wu-Tang show on my birthday. We ended up coming out a couple months later, but, you know, a little birthday connection coming out to Colorado. And, just seeing it, experiencing it is dope, man.
Oh, man.
It's really dope. So, hey, everybody, come on and visit. Come experience the Beats Bodega. You know, he's taking it on the road soon. But, hey, come and get it at the essence, at the core, what it is right now.
We're building right now. It's in building stages. You know what I mean? Like, I need you guys to, like, support, tell your friends, tell everybody. This is all inclusive. We're not trying to, we don't mess with, we mess with everybody. How you like that? Everybody's included. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, you go to River different days of the week. There'll be guitar lessons and all different type of shit happening. So come out and rock, man. That's like the most open place like you could be at around here. For
Plus
real.
The drinks is on fire and the chicken wings is on fire. Like we doing.
Yeah, they need to bring the wings back, man.
Don't worry.
They've been on
hiatus,
on ice for a minute.
Don't worry.
But hey, they're coming back.
They're coming back. But the drinks is always phenomenal.
Yeah, man. You know absolutely. I mean? Big shout out to River Bar and Gallery.
Yes.
So let's talk about your music making a little bit. How you got started initially. Let's bring back the timeline a little bit.
Yeah.
When did you first start making music? You talked about growing up in the household, you know, it being around you in the family. But, you know, first getting your hands on some beats or even earlier, you play instruments in school. Like, take me on this musical journey that you had.
My brother bought a 4-track and a S612 sampler. We were in Hollis, Queens. He went to go do his 1-2s before he went off to college for a couple of years. If you know what college is in New York, you know what college is. Anyway,
yeah.
He was outside doing what he does. Not that he's doing it now. Anyway, so he left me in the house. There's a couple records, some stuff that he was doing. My brother was always into music, but not as skilled as I was into music. I saw it from a different aspect. He would always be on the mic and selecting and stuff like that. So I saw it, and I was like, yo, a 4-track, a sampler, record player. So I just started, first the records that he had was reggae, so I just started taking like little bits from the reggae records, kick, snare, hi-hat. And at the time, you had to actually press the button. There was no keyboard or nothing. You had to press the button for the sample. So I did 1 track of the kick, you know what I'm saying, 1 track of the snare, you know what I'm saying, and then next track was, I don't remember what the next track was. I think it was a bass line. And then it was like the little stabs I would get.
Yeah.
So my brother was like,
real short sample time.
Yeah, my brother. But no, you can make it long sample time, but
Okay.
the notches on the joint you could physically move like faders.
Okay.
So the start time was going this way, and the end time would be going this way. So you had to match it up like that.
Okay.
And trigger it like it was a play stop button. So I made that. My brother came back, and I was listening to the headphones rocking. He like, what you rocking? So he put on the speaker at the time. I think he got a speaker that day or whatever. Put it in, plugged it in. It was like, yo, this is wicked. But before that, Pops bought me a Sensonic drums. That's how I know I was nice on drums. Sensonic drums was like a Toys R Us drum machine. You know what I'm saying? I'm showing my age right now. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I was nice on that. So I figured it out. I'm like, yo, if I could press buttons to get the beats right, oh man, just show me where I could sample at, because I'm hearing everything that I want to sample. So
you already sort of understood the process, so you knew once you saw the equipment, you know, and figured it out, it was off to the races.
Yes.
It sounds like.
And then it was so funny. My brother got the equipment. He was like, what I'm gonna do with a 4-track and a sampler? I don't know nothing about this. Somebody said I needed this at the time, and I was like, all right, cool. So at the time, he was like, yo, man, this is like a little demo. So he let his boys hear it. His boys is like, yo, son, this is like a real jam. Like, we could really rap over this. So he was like, yo, you know, you got a little talent. So then I let my other homeboy, Mark Richardson, hear it. And Mark was like, hold on, what you did that with? And he was like, I said, a car. He's like, the 950? I'm like, nah, 612. He's like, the 612 was before the 950. How did you get your hands on the 612? Like, nobody has a 612. And then it used to take these little floppy disks, and he told me how to save it on these little floppy disks. And I was like, I ain't care about saving it. I was so hyped to learn it and be like, yo, I did this, right?
And messing
I
with
did this, like, on some joint, like skipping the needle and all that. And he was like, yo, look, I'm going to take you somewhere. I'm going to let you see what's going on. Wow. Rest in peace. My son from the Stead that just passed away name? Granddaddy IU. He took me to Granddaddy IU crib. I'll never forget that. Granddaddy IU had a 950, MPC 60, and an SP12. I'm looking like, what the hell is that? And then I'm hearing what he was making. He was like, oh, I got this from these records right here. It was like a plethora of records. And then my man, Mark, was bringing records to him too. And it was like, this is how everything is done? This is dope, yo. So I just finagled making music through that. And then fast forward, another homeboy was a protege of LP. So he was showing me stuff on the 950 as well. So as he was showing me stuff on the 950, it was like, I was like, word? This is crazy. Like, you showing me stuff on the 950? Like, this is what the 950 could do? And he was like, nah, I'm using the SB 1200 for the drums, and I'm using the 950 for all the long samples. I'm like, all right, cool. Fast forward, I go to college. My man Chase, no Dougie Diamonds. Now Dougie Diamonds, he the guy right now. Anyway, prior to that, he showed me another time on the SP 1200 and 950 how to rock. He heard the beats that I was doing at the time while I was in college. While I was in college, my professors was like, yo, dog, you gonna be something, son. Like, your sound is impeccable.
So the college you went to, you mentioned, is Five Towns, which is a music school.
Yes, in Long Island.
So, I mean, what was your decision to go to music school? Why was it take that route instead of just keep doing it, how you were doing it at the time?
Well, it wasn't respected on that type of level. It was like, it's a hobby. And then you had IAR, which was Institute of Audio Research. Then you had like 2 other schools, and then it was Five Towns College. And coming from 2-parent household, there wasn't really that institute. That shit was like a high school. Like, that's what they would clown it as. It was clown. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't got no degree at the time, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you really doing? Then speaking with my professors and dudes that was actually doing music, they came from a rock and roll and jazz standpoint. So they work with different jazz artists, and they were teachers. So that kind of mesmerized me more.
Okay, that you could be a musician or artist and also fulfill a teaching role as well.
Right. That, but more or less get money from it. And have
and
have a secure
without a real job off of music.
Right.
Okay.
As opposed to a guy with a certificate. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people didn't even have nothing. Like, they just knew how to rock the machine.
Yeah.
But coming from, like I told you, from my mom's having her degrees and my pops having had their degrees, it was frowned upon if you don't have a degree. So that was my degree. Pops believed in it. So, with that being said, I didn't get financial aid. I'm sorry. My people's made too much together. You know what I'm saying? So my pops really shelled out the bread for me to do what I'm doing. That's why I take it so seriously. You know what I'm saying? Because my mother, she wasn't feeling that. She was like, yo, go get a regular position, go do a lawyer joint or whatever. But Pops was like, yo, nah, everybody, I see the attraction that you getting, and it's good attraction. It's not like you picking up with bums. Like, people are coming to the house like, yo, your son is ill. Like, yo, whatever he's doing, y'all keep that up. You know what I'm saying? And it was dope. Like, I got that encouragement. So with that being said, college and seeing Dougie Diamonds and son that just passed away, Granddaddy I, you do the music. It just opened my eyes up, and I'm like, nah, son, this is exactly what I want to do. I'm doing party, mind you, I'm doing college parties at 14 with my brother and them. You know what I'm saying? My brother went to Northeastern University. So with that being said, they needed a DJ at one time. He's like, yo, my little brother is nice to DJ. These niggas is whack. Yeah. So he brought me out there, and he already had the turntables. He had shit buzzing already because his whole joint. You know what I'm saying? So I was actually doing parties at 14, 15.
That's wild.
Yeah,
that's experience.
Yeah,
right
my
there,
sister and my brother put me out there first. You know what I'm saying? I was doing their friends' parties first. And that's how I knew. I was like, you know what? I got something. And after that, just went hard with it. That's it. Like, because where we come from, you only could go hard. You can't.
That's the only way to do it.
Yeah, they don't respect
You better come with it.
Right. They don't respect nothing else. And then getting accolades around the town, and then going to Brooklyn, getting accolades in Brooklyn just on the walkthrough. Yo, son, you got the studio, right? Yo, son, my man did a demo with you. Yo, son, he never even recorded before, but you made him sound like $1 million, yo. Y'all respect that, bro. People just coming through and just respecting the craft, you know what I mean? Not leaving no mess, just happy to be around you, just giving you all your accolades right then and there. Like, yo, boy, yo, if anybody say anything to you or gonna call my name, bro, I got you, bro. Like, and I'm like, word, I ain't even moving like that. But at the same time, that was the love I was giving because I was giving back the same craft. Like, yo, look, I got a stew. Come through, go record. Yo, you want to do this mixtape? I got you. Yo, we can't afford no big studio. Come on, I got the big studio. Come on, I'll make you sound like you $1 million. Mad people. Those that are gonna watch this video, you gonna see, they gonna be like, yo, that's my man. I ain't gonna hold you. So that's it, bro.
So talk about, what do you feel like you learned like a whole different technical aspect of music in school?
Yep.
And then talk about sort of your journey as an engineer. Was it right after that you started really engineering for people and recording?
During school, I was engineering. Yeah, I was actually engineering. Like, I had my own studio, which was, I learned a lot from reggae artists. I learned a lot from Supercat. I learned a lot from Shaggy. I learned a lot from Shaba. I learned a lot from Cuddy. Where they recorded at was in Long Island, which ACNF recording studios in Freeport, Long Island. Like, that's where all the hot records was coming through at the time. You know what I'm saying? In New York. And my brother brought me there to meet Mikey. You know what I'm saying? Mikey was like the head engineer at the time with Philip Smart, who passed away a couple years ago. But those was like my accolades. And then Life from Brooklyn was always there. That was Philip's like right hand. So Life kind of put me in a whole different light too. Life was like, nah, son, I need you. So I used to do a lot of reggae recording too. So that was my first elements of doing dub plates and having people come through the fly like, yo, play this. And I gotta do it right then and there. And then my man Goldfinger had a cutting studio. It was me and Roger Worries first, had our own studio together. Then it was Goldfinger's studio was right next door, and he was cutting dub plates. So as we were recording, the artist would actually cut the dub plate right then and there. And then we go to the party in Brooklyn or in Long Island, wherever, and rock and tear it down. How you like that? Sheesh. So I knew the promoters, I knew everybody. So this promotion thing, it's not in me, but it was so much around me. I never did my own party prior to Beats Bodega. But all my friends was doing parties.
You just knew what to do.
Yeah, they had sound systems. We was cutting dubs. We had studios. So we knew the artists that was coming. We knew the members of the opposite, like how you say the opposite side was coming. We knew what was going on. So I was always firsthand stringing up the sound, make sure the mics was right. Like, that was me. Like, you know what I mean?
Real technical aspect of this. Not too many people that I speak with, even some of the producers that I speak with, they're very talented people, but a lot of them are doing it at home still and, don't have that. That's a whole nother skill set of being in the studio, recording the artist, setting up the mics, really getting the levels right. Not just, chopping the sample, which is all due respect, I'm not saying nothing, but like there's just so many different parts, in the creation process that, it's dope to hear. You were involved in a lot of aspects of it and, really went to school for it.
Yep.
Before YouTube University was a thing, right?
Yes.
So that's another reason to go to school for. And one thing I was thinking is it's cool that, your parents weren't saying go to school and you just went for liberal arts or some business, you know what I mean? Which could have been beneficial. You go away, you get experience. But for you to have that
audio
music instinct in you and to go for that, man, this is like nothing better, really. Like you followed the exact path you're supposed to be on almost.
Exactly. And to the point where my professor was like, I was actually telling people in school, like, shh, be quiet. Because the professor is
trying to pay attention right now.
Like, and they wouldn't get it. They like, man, you're into rap. Like, that's not going nowhere. And meanwhile, he's talking about rock EQs and how to EQ snares and stuff like that. So when they sent me to get my first demo, which was on a 2-inch tape, I don't know if you guys, it's as wide as your phone. The tape was as wide as your phone. So anyway, when I played my demo for the class, my professor was like, yo, this is what I'm talking about, the EQ. Like, you see his EQ? You see how his snare's cutting through? You see how his kick drum is cutting through? Everybody else's demo was horrible, you hear me? And I was proud of that. Thank you, Professor Diallo, yeah. That was his name at the time. Anyway, make a long story short, that's when I knew. I'm like, nah, son, I got something, bro. Like, I gotta continue this, bro. And then, like I said, doing the Lyricist Lounge, like, anybody ain't do Lyricist Lounge, bro. Like, you had to know some. I was there. We did the Lyricist Lounge when Bodega got put on with Busta. Like, our name was Most High Generation at the time. We was on that flyer. It was Q-Tip's face on the flyer. It was a green flyer. I'll never forget that flyer. It was a green face flyer. And it was Most High Generation, Rod Diggs and the Outsiders, Rod Digger and the Outsiders, and somebody else and somebody else. It's like four or five names. That's why I always keep it down to about 4 or 5 acts. You know what I mean? And then just keep it open mic. You know why? You know why? Because I give you the chance. If it's an every week event, I give those that do this every week a half an hour. Because if you go on tour, that's what you're going to be good doing. You're not doing no 10 minutes. You're not doing 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, my attention span is, I might be going to the bathroom or go to the bar. I might not even hear what you're doing. Yeah. But if you got a half an hour, it's something in that half an hour I'm gonna be drawn to, something. So with that being said, I'm training them. You know what I mean? Like, it's a training, because if you go with the big leagues, you're going to get your whole time. Your whole album is not 15 minutes. Yeah. Your whole album is a half an hour to an hour. So I'm trying to get you in the essence of captivating the crowd for that.
Formulaic.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because this is what's taught to me. Like, yeah, we had those 15-minute shows, but the 15-minute shows got me to the half an hour shows where people want to just be like, yo, what they got? Why they here? Yo, Q-Tip is bigging them up. Yo, what's going on? Yeah.
You need that time.
You need the time.
Breathe.
Yeah, and if this is your craft, then you need to captivate the crowd to let them see why you need that time. Because anybody can give you 5 to 10 minutes, but 5 to 10 minutes is what? Nothing. Unless you're speaking, unless you like doing some magical event where they have to be our eyes on you. But if you're doing music, anybody, I'm talking over that. I'm DJ Clue in your joint. No offense to DJ Clue, but I'm talking over your joint. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So with that being said, I'm trying to curate that as if you was going on tour or you was in town for your, people came to see your set. I'm doing a beat set. My beats is 2 minutes each, so I'm playing maybe 5 to 10 beats. Not saying I'm rewinding it too for the artists that want to spit over the joint. So, you know what I mean? Like, this is a set. Like, this is what sets involve. Mm-hmm. And if you do rock and roll, I learned all of this from rock and roll. And if you know rock and roll, you don't get 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? There's no 10 minutes, and the setup time is 10 minutes.
I was going to say that the band to set up is going to take a lot longer than 10 even.
Come on. You're getting half an hour set, so why we can't do it in hip-hop?
I love it.
You know, and not squash it, because I see a lot of venues get squashed, and then if somebody goes over the time, now the act that people really wanted to see can't perform long enough, or the mics get cut off, especially in New York. Like, the mics get, if it's
hard line.
Yeah, like, you could be dead on your last. Yo, what happened? Yo, that's my favorite dude. Why you gonna cut his mic? His time is up. That's why. Yep. I'm not trying to do that. I want you to get your time. I got every week venue. Tap in. You can rock.
Tap in, man.
Yeah, I'm not prejudiced.
Let's talk about the name. Face to Feet. Forever, always, constant elevation.
Yes. I got that from one of my Asiatic friends in college. You know what I'm saying? Antoine. I was a god. Like, he like, yo, man, you gotta have attributes to your name, man. What's up? I'll never forget it. He heard my beats. I heard his beats. On. How you did that? How you did? Oh, you the same thing? Oh, man. Then we found out we was Virgos. Since then, link. You know what I'm saying? So the feet I'm working on. I got a couple different ones, but I ain't put it together yet. Okay. But forever, always, constant elevation. That stuck with me for my joint. But I have wild names. My name used to be Flip Slow. I'm definitely in low life. I ain't gonna hold you. During college, if you find any of my college pictures, I had on mad low. And it was not paid for, you know what I'm saying? That was the vibes at the time, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I always had the attributes to my name, because if you don't, what you stand for? John, Just One Ninja. You know what I'm saying? And my government name is Jonathan, but I go by John too. You know what I'm saying? So same person. You know what I'm saying? I don't get, yo, that's John, that's my same person. Yo, don't call me that. That's whack. That's my mom's name. That's my name. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm still gonna be me. You gonna get the same energy all the time. Like, you know what I mean? And that's it.
Hey, same here, man. Hey, TMac, the man adventuring creativity.
Wow.
All right?
Wow.
Like, it's just part of the hip hop essence, the core to it.
Yes.
You know, we really care about this thing out here. You know what I mean? It's the 50th anniversary this year, too.
Yes.
And something that's just coming to my mind right now, you know, people always talking about 50 years of hip hop, you know, but hip hop is more than just music, right?
Correct.
So talk about maybe how we can sort of try to blend these elements more back to how it used to be. I mean, you were growing up around the core, around the essence, seeing the jam, seeing it all go down. You mentioned the graffiti. It seems like the elements are somewhat separated at times, most of the time.
Separated depending on, anytime you go outside of the essence, of course it's going to separate because more people gravitate to what they can do. A lot of people could dance. Some people can't DJ. A lot of people like music, but they don't like rap music. So it's weird. If they don't see it all together, or they can dissect it if they don't see it all together. Like that's why we have to keep it together as we know it. But because it grown so big, people could take it apart. People could pick it apart. But it's actually come from the same umbrella.
Oh yeah.
It's 5 elements in hip hop. And that's that. That's it. Whether you gravitate to 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, it's 5 elements. And we have to specify that, I think, more. You know what I mean? And I think if we do more events to specify that, if the homie has a dance event, we pop up at a Beats Bodega. It's the same, it's kind of the same essence. Or a homie has a graph event, we pop up and do a DJ event. It's the same event. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We have to involve it. We have to incorporate. We have to specify. This is hip hop. The 5 elements. You know what I mean? And you got to respect it, because if you don't respect it, then the essence of what you're doing is for naught.
It's going to disappear, man.
Right. It's for naught.
Yeah. Man, I love this talk. I love this kind of conversation, man.
Thank you, T-Man.
You know, and we could continue on forever, but like you said, there's gonna be a part 2 once the studio comes.
Yes.
So we're gonna save a little bit of the talk and the questions for that. But I love what we're talking about right now: the core, the elements. You know, bringing them together. And River is doing it.
Yes.
You know, better than most. You know,
man,
better than anywhere else I've
they
been around
gave me
here.
a residency. I'm not gonna be mad. I love it. But speak.
Man, you step out back, like we're talking about the elements being together, but so I'm inside, I'm seeing people DJ and produce, I'm seeing the MC spit. I step outside to do my thing, and there's somebody out there,
Graphing.
you know, making something new on the back wall at the river. There's art hanging everywhere from the local people, which I saw a piece last Thursday. I'm like, yo, what's good with that piece?
That piece
I'm trying
right
to cop
there,
that.
trying to cop that, right?
So
that's how it should be.
I love River, what they're doing, how they're bringing the elements together, and how Beats Bodega is helping that all happen.
Yep.
So let's, you know, a big part of conversations with TMac is music.
Yes.
Another big part is food.
Yes.
So I want to talk about New York a little bit more. So what is some of the food that you miss back in New York? That you don't get out here?
I miss the Chinese food, and I miss the bodegas, of course. I miss the pizza, yes. I miss just different varieties of food 24 hours. I mean, cool, yes, there's all Mexican food here and American.
A lot of Mexican spots.
A lot of American food. I get it, because we're not in the essence. We're not in the Mecca city. We're not in the Big Apple. I get it. I get that. But what I really miss is just the food just smelling fire on the walk-in. Like, what? What? Smells. Right, and like it leads you to where you need to be at. When you see that line, you like, yeah, that's where it's at. That's where the smell is coming from.
We're gonna wait today. We got time.
Right, we got time today. And then you see everybody, hi, how you doing? What you getting? Oh, I'm getting this. I'm getting. You know you're at the right spot. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get to the making the order, the attendant might be disrespectful. What do you want? Come on, hurry up.
You better know what you want to order and how to order it.
There's no, I think they like next right in front of you. That's how it is, because you know what? The food is on demand. The next person, the next 3 people know what they want.
They know what they want.
They got their money in hand and they tipping. How you like that? So with that being said, I miss the service, the food, the service of food. I miss the different food, of course. But like you said, it's new food out here to taste, test, and all that. My wife is a foodie. Not so much me. I like to actually cook my food and actually enjoy it. Sometimes the service doesn't match the food. Sometimes the food doesn't match the service. So with that being said, I like it. But I just miss Chinese, Jamaican food, just different Dominican food, Puerto Rican food. I miss all of that. And then like going there is just, it's a different essence, because you see the workers and you like, wow, son, she's really from the country. Like, it's not like, it's just, you gotta do it. It's
you gotta go.
Yeah,
man. You gotta be at the bodega.
Yeah, you gotta see it. It's something different. Like, as opposed to somebody here would say, oh, I know how to do that. No, the person from that actual town where that is developed at is serving the food.
Culture.
Right. It's serving the food. And the grandmom is in the back, or is an older person there leading or whatever. You see the family essence there. And that's what I kind of miss. And then the smell too. Like, the smells is like incredibly like, what is that? From early in the morning, like you could be leaving the club, is a smell.
Prep starts early,
right.
City that never sleeps.
Right. So that's actually what I miss. A lot of stuff closes here at 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock, and like, to me, those are like prime time where you want to go out.
That's when we starting.
Yeah, like you want to go out and eat, but then you remember, although you have to take into in consideration the 2-hour time difference, so the 9 o'clock is 11 o'clock to us. Some spots close at 11 o'clock, yes, in New York, but majority of the spots that you want is actually open 24 hours. Yeah. You know what I mean? The greasy stuff, and you got the vegan stuff for you guys that like stuff like that. But it's a lot of food and it's a lot of options. That's what I really, really miss.
What I'm thinking about as what I'm missing the most is probably a good old bacon, egg, and cheese, man. On that roll, that Kaiser, that sesame seeded Kaiser roll, you know, that everything bagel, nice, fresh, and hot, man.
Yep.
You can't get breakfast sandwiches out here like you can back home.
No. With the love. I ain't even gonna hold you. With the love. They be cursing out Ak and all that, but he still put that love on it. He don't care. He curse you out back, and he give you the same sandwich like every day. Every day. I miss that.
That's right. I miss
that.
I miss the pizza man singing to me, you know, when not singing to me, hold up, pause, right? But, you know, he was out there heating up the pizza. He's doing his thing. He's singing, big Italian guy. Yes. Exactly what you would picture, man. Yeah, we talk about the love in the food.
Love. He's not going to serve you anything that they don't
my
eat.
Memories with all these people right now that, you know, served me growing up. So that's awesome. So let's talk about maybe some of the food out here. What are some of your go-to spots out here? You said you like to cook a lot at home, but there's got to be a couple spots that maybe stand out that you like since you've been here so far.
The spot I really like closed. I like Blake's Street Tavern. That was a cool spot because, like, the person that actually gave us our lease, while we were in the process of signing the lease and getting everything together, they said, go there. You would like the burgers and just the service. So they just closed the other day. Another spot was Rhubarb before it was the club. It was like an actual chicken spot. They used to have the crack wings. Me and my wife used to like that. Maggiano's, but that's everywhere. I ain't gonna hold you.
Hey, you good, man? We looking for honest answers and we get it. Wings at River when they come back.
Yeah, Wings at River, definitely. Wings at River, definitely. It's just, I'm real, I ain't gonna hold you, see me. I'm mad skinny. I'm picky, yo. I'm very picky with food. So it's like coming from, my mom was Costa Rican and my pops was from Augusta, Georgia. Coming from that background, like, I would get soul food and I would get Afro.
There better be flavor in this man's food.
Yes.
You better come correct if you're serving face to feet. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes. So with that being said, I like to cook at home: jerk chicken, curry goat. You know what I'm saying? Rice and peas with the coconut. You know what I'm saying? Like, they used to call me coconut back in the days. So, you know what I'm saying? I like coconuts. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, you know, that type of stuff. That's what I miss, that essence. And my wife cooks a lot of Puerto Rican food, Cuban food. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's missing out here. Because those foods are seasoned. And I like a lot of fish. I ain't going to hold you. I can't find snapper out here like that. And I can't.
We in the middle of the country.
Yeah, I can't find
it's
whiting.
Yeah.
Catfish you can find. I'm not a catfish. I'm whiting, snapper, bluefish. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all in the comments and y'all got somewhere we could go and get that. Yeah, let us know because I'm looking for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, so new question I'm asking everybody on the program. Not too new anymore. We've been through quite a few of them, but you know, since you live out here, maybe we can collab on this too.
Yes.
But what would be on the face to feet special pizza? If I was to make a face to feet pizza, what would be on it? And you know, you're talking about your background. Yes. We could go crazy. Make a Caribbean pizza, like let's blow the people's minds and let's reconvene to get this done.
First of all, I ain't gonna hold you. I like mushrooms. I like onions. You know what I'm saying? I like tomatoes. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I like cheese. You know that. And maybe a little chicken, a little jerk chicken or spicy beef. Spicy ground beef. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's pretty much. I'm real easy with
not too
pizza.
crazy.
Yeah,
that's simple, but that sounds hearty and fulfilling, man.
Yeah, little green peppers. That's it. Yeah, I don't do too much. I like the color. I like the pizza to be colorful. You know what I mean? Like when it's just white and red, it's cool. But that's normal pizza in New York. But you like the colors on it. Sometimes a mushroom, sometimes
make it pop. Yeah. You know, the visual of pizza is very important, right?
Man.
You know, and I get upset sometimes with people I work with, you know, because it's their job to be in a pizza restaurant.
Yes.
But like, I have a passion for pizza that you know a lot of these people don't understand. It's really one of my crafts and art forms, if you will. So
respect.
Hey, I'd love to get together with you. Maybe you pop over to Boot Camp Pizza.
Yeah. That's
we'll collab on that. You bring through the jerk chicken if you want, something like that.
Got you.
And hey, we're gonna enjoy that.
Got you. Say that.
Face to feet, man.
Yes.
Anything else you want to say to the people? Leave the people with today?
I just want to say thank you for watching. You know what I'm saying? And we just gonna go up. That's it. Me and T-Mac just gonna go up. And you gonna see greatness while you watching it. And that's it for me. Like, I'm not a big talker. When you come to Beats Bodega, I'm going to talk. You know what I mean? Of course, because I'm the host. But other than that, I'd like to chop it up. I'm a cool guy. Like,
engineer on the inside, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Engineer. They're sitting back. They're chilling.
Right.
Not doing too much.
Right.
And, hey.
I want to this is what I really want to do. I want to take you guys' projects to the next level. I know what y'all doing, and I know what's going on. But I want to touch it and take it to the next level. If you don't want me to touch it, I won't touch it. But I would ultimately want to give back my engineering aspect and my ear aspect of listening to music and developing music. I know how to do radio edits. I know how to do mixing. I know how to do a lot. But nobody's really been asking me about that. They've been asking me for free beats. We're not doing the free beats thing. I'd rather sit up, and I'm not emailing. We too close, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather work with you in the studio setting, which I'm going to have in a few days. You pay for the time, I'll give you the service. Feel me? That's it. Fair exchange, no robbery.
Fair exchange, man. It's 2023 right now.
Thank you.
People know what the deal is. Everybody got to get paid.
Correct.
And everybody's making money.
Correct.
Everybody's working. They're out here doing the same thing.
Yep.
You want to get paid for your craft? Everybody wants to get paid for their craft
Nobody
too.
works for free.
Don't expect anything free nowadays, all right? And if you do, you ain't in this circle. You ain't coming to Beats Bodega, all right?
You hear that? That's what you're going to get.
You're going to get the door,
the
homie,
door.
All right?
We're going to ghost you. That's a term I learned out here. A lot of people ghost you if they don't. If they'll sell you, yeah. Day of crickets. So when you come with that free joint, me and T-Mac is gonna ghost you.
That's it.
Straight like that.
Man, we're going to end it right there, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate you.
you
Appreciate you opening the door, having me in here in this beautiful place.
Thank you,
hey, hopefully I'll be back for some of that food.
Yes.
But be on the lookout for part 2 in the studio, all right?
Yes.
Right, so